We're now we're alive. Don't say anything bad. Also, hello, Taco Chef. Welcome. Also, Nayumi Boo. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the apocalypse. I'm dying. I'm trying not to.
I realized I probably should have grabbed some water before we started this.
You can go grab water real quickly.
Yeah, 1 second.
Alright. Taco Chef, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the zombies of the apocalypse. Well, welcome to the apocalypse. I need to start playing. I got new music, guys. Here, I'm gonna play some very, very nice music. It is nice music. Anything sound wrong with it? Country Village. It's a basic tabletop music. Also, hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am the one and only Lords of the Rings, and these are the Natural Wonders.
Hi, I'm
Where are we? How did I get here?
Who are you people?
Get me out of here, dude. Get me out of your computer, please.
I've sucked them into my computer.
Yo, politics.
Wait, everyone get in tabs.
Alright. You guys know who I am? I am Lordess of the Rings. Players, shut the fuck up. Players, if you would like to introduce yourself. We can start with webcams, so Pyro, you get to go first.
Oh, hi, I'm Pyro. I'm new to this. First ever time I've been on your stream, right?
Yes, you've been in my chat for a while though.
Yeah. Are we going to be introducing our characters, or we'll
Not
do that later?
yet. We're gonna
Alright.
introduce characters when we get in. Right now, just introducing players. So we have Pyro.
Alright, hi.
Next up, in chat in order is M.
Huh?
You're not muted. You're muted. You're whatever the fuck you are. You're not coming through Discord.
Okay, I checked all 3 of my mute options, and of course it was the last one. Hi. That's it.
You're not gonna say who you are. Anything.
I'm Emily and I'm gay. I
Get the
made
important things out of the way.
Doing the really important things first. All right. Next up, we have Dantae.
Sorry, someone was at my computer.
Is it William Knifeman or something?
William Knifeman. Alright, that's Dantae. We're gonna cut his introduction short. And finally we have JJ.
Hello, in Tatsu's server, or what's the server? I'm Trevor Frank, but I'm JJ here.
I'm Pyro, just about everywhere.
I'm a target for crows. Yes.
Boy, that sucks for you.
Damn, that must be rough, buddy.
It's sad.
I will made.
quickly writes something down. Quickly writes notes.
No.
Alright.
I'm so excited.
Players, are you guys ready to start?
No.
Yes. You're never ready, Em.
Brandon isn't here, so perhaps.
Perhaps.
Alright then.
One
So,
second.
okay. We will wait 1 second.
We were not
We were in fact not ready for start.
Dying.
Oh wait, can you do it? We were young and unafraid. And we were
Stop it.
to start.
I hate you.
But I did once.
Yes.
Alright. Pyro, you ready?
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm not immediately dying.
Okay. So, we start on a very pleasant day. Our adventurers have been adventuring for various amount of times, some for centuries, decades, simply years. But no matter how long they've been adventuring, they all have been summoned just for a simple mission, just a simple travel mission. Simply bringing an item from one city to another. Our current 4 adventurers, as well as some others, have been hired to take care of this, and they are currently 1 day into their journey. Players, you all are sitting kind of at your campsite that you had made for the night. As you guys are traveling through the woods, you don't really want to travel during the night. So it is probably mid-morning right now. Your other party companions have gone ahead to scout. So currently you 4 are the only people there. I am going to have a bit of an echo, sadly. So, can't fix that. Who am I echoing through? Em, I'm echoing through you.
What?
I'm echoing through you.
Even though you're the furthest.
How the hell?
Why am I so fucking loud?
No, it's because I turned down my mic. Oh, I'm muted right now. So
My input sensitivity is pretty low. That might be why. It should be fixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you guys like to introduce your characters? Okay, good to know. Apparently, no one wants to introduce their characters. Understandable.
Same. I was trying to remember the voice I had, so I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit. Okay. Thank you very much, Shuttle. And Shuttle, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today?
I vote not me.
Alright,
No.
Yeah, sadly, there is a bit of an
bias.
echo because 3 of us are in one room, so can't really fix that, sadly.
Flattered.
Hi, flattered. I'm Dad.
Oh no. So, you said it was early morning, correct?
Mid-morning.
Mid-morning? Okay. So, O is gonna stand up, start stretching himself out, and then just walk over to the nearest tree, set down his black wooded staff with this very teal tinted crystal at the top. The wood almost forming a lantern shape around the top of the crystal. As he will start to do his morning martial arts routine that he does every morning for as long as he can remember.
Alright. So that is what O is doing.
Veiren shoots out of his tent because he just woke up.
Whoa! Okay. Did I miss where is everybody?
Looking around, you do see O next to a tree.
Like a nerd.
Hi, O. Are you
Hello there,
still?
little one.
Hi. Where's the big, scary one that has the food? I'm hungry.
Could we be walking out of the forest? Can cook at the castle. Draw wolves and I'd rather not bug you while you're sleeping. It's like carrying, just like it's a half of a.
I thank you
like,
greatly for that shuttle.
It's a half of a log that's just been split with one of his axes. That has like an array of like bacon and like various meats and some eggs scrambled,
Fun.
just all like steaming off of the wood, and like some of that's still sizzling. There you go.
Yeah.
That's
And
how you
I-
successfully cook up a cockatrice.
I'll say
Yes.
all 2'9" of Veiren immediately goes for the food.
We're literally just grab him by the head. Wait your turn. We serve in order. He goes over and gives O his serving.
He's gonna stop midway through one of his motions. Both hands grab the plate of food and give a head nod. His very tall stature, I don't know how tall he is in comparison to Chef.
Oh, okay. Cook should describe. Cook is an orc, about 8'7" if he wasn't always hunched. So, in his current state, he's about 8 foot. Got no shirt, just his bare, scarred chest, with a fur cape. Or fur cloak that's connected with a metal chain, and a like very badly beaten, dirty chef's hat on his head, and an apron right around his waist that goes over his legs, covered in blood, stained.
Yeah.
With some foot wraps on his feet. Just a big, gnarly orc.
And I'll say, Veiren is a gnome, 2'9", tiny. And he wears a green bed sheet around his waist like a dress instead of actual clothes, tied together with this like jeweled pendant. And instead of normal shoes, he wears bunny slippers, and he has bright green sunglasses with purple lenses.
Also, forgot to mention the cook got a big belly.
O is a rather tall dragonborn at 6'5", black scales with stark white markings all over his body, including on top of his head, going back into his horns. Has white markings down his tail. Is wearing black robes with a teal front going down the center, and a white fur cloak, I'd say, that puffs up around the neck. Thank you very much, cook.
Make sure you eat it all, nothing to waste.
I appreciate it. So go sit down by the tree, crisscross applesauce, and start eating his food.
I'll say Veiren now immediately starts looking for our last party member because it's probably his turn last always. Due to the amount of food.
The smallest get to eat last. You'll eat the least amount of food.
Andromeda would come out of her tent by now and she is a moth person. So she'd step out and stretch out her lunar moth wings, which are bright green, and she stretches out her arms, which are pink. So she's very bright, and she's dressed in a chest wrap, shorts, and big clunky boots with little wrist bracers and a cloth mask. And she'd step out, see the cook probably almost half walk into the, how do you pronounce his name? Your character, Pyro. Veiren. She'd probably almost walk right into him with her wingspan.
Watch.
I was stepping out of my tent. You shouldn't be in front of my tent.
Well, usually I'm the last one up, so. Anyway, food's ready.
Did you eat all the
Let's eat,
food?
let's eat.
Sort of hand goes over.
I've been traveling for a while. I hope you know my name, but thanks.
The name is a load of letters. Bug works easy.
In actuality, the party has been traveling for 1 day together.
1 day. That's a long time.
For bugs, it's a long time.
Bug works. And she'll just take the plate of food.
Now, little one, who just sort of grabs Vivian by the head and picks him up. Here's your plate.
Ah,
And sort of smiles with like his broken tusk. And you see like dried blood still in his teeth. I made it especially for you.
yee.
Does not. Would there be danger in this?
No,
Smile.
this is just cook. Has no idea how to talk to people.
All right, making sure. Either
This
way,
is him being
Veiren wouldn't
sincere.
understand.
Yeah. He just sort of drops beer.
Veiren just scurries off with his food.
Yes, that is a good question.
Probably sits next to a pigeon and starts talking to it as he eats.
Cook, what are you serving for breakfast?
Currently, I'm serving the fat off of some weird bird thing I found earlier. I sniffed it, it smelled good. I thought I could try making it, and it turned out to look like bacon, so I'm calling it bacon. I found, after we killed that cockatrice that was in our way, I took some of its eggs, and by mean killed, I mean snuck around and stole the eggs from the nest. I took its eggs and I decided to see if those were edible. It wasn't at first, but once I got through the poisonous bits, it started to become edible.
It's not edible until I make it edible.
I just had to eat the poisonous bits, and then I left you guys the good bits. And lastly, I got the head that I've been keeping, the head of a manticore. I decided to stew up the eyeballs inside of some nice broth, with some potatoes that I found lying around and some carrots that were nearby, to make a nice sort of gooey soup, sort of like clam chowder.
You.
You use every part of a kill. I brought this from Marcana. It's the only thing that I had when I left. I'm gonna make use of it every day that I'll travel, until it's no longer there. And today, we're serving the eyes of it.
I hope the tongue's not next.
Already had half of it. It made a great tuna wrap.
So, O is gonna notice that everything in the plate is meat, and then, well, I don't suppose the orc will make a vegetarian meal, so I'm gonna go scope out
Sort of-
for myself.
Wait, do you say this out loud to him?
No, he's thinking that he's walking.
Oh,
He's gonna go
okay.
like set the bowl near like inside of a bush, or like a wolf or like something would walk by and eat it. So it's not going to waste. And then he's gonna kind of just sit at the bottom of the tree with like pour out the stuff, bring back the bowl, and pretend like he ate it. Thank you very much, cook. It was very delicious.
Again, with the very unsettling smile, and just goes, "I'm glad you loved it. I picked out some of the ingredients I thought you would like."
Aww.
Veiren is sharing part of his food with like the pigeon first to make sure it's not
You put it in front of the pigeon, and the pigeon kind of like cocks its head a little bit and kind of like hits its beak against it, and then kind of takes a bite and chews it, and then tries to go on your plate for more.
No, no, no. No. You were taste tester. Now I eat.
Also, Andromeda would have gone back in her tent.
Okay.
you just see face
Plate.
this little man just eats all of it before the pigeon can.
The bird,
You're
the
a
bird
very
look-
rude pigeon.
the pigeon kind of looks at you a little sad as it kind of flies up and it weirdly dives full speed into a bush.
For some reason.
I'm not sure why.
Over at Andromeda's tent, you'd see a silhouette performance on your tent. Oh, bug, won't you eat with the group? It's bonding time.
That is probably
Comfy in my tent.
What did you say?
It's comfy in my tent.
You have a problem sitting on a log? What's wrong with a log?
Nothing's wrong with a log. I just prefer not to eat on a log.
What would you prefer to eat on?
In my tent.
As you see a silhouette move, and then here. As you look out, and the sitting log has been moved over to your tent.
I could have dragged my tent over.
Well, I didn't know if you liked the spot, so I moved the log over you.
That works.
I like to think that both of them are still on the log being pushed.
Just like grabs out Reek just for an apple, just starts eating the apple while it's being dragged over to the tent.
Veiren doesn't notice. He's too short.
Also, there would have been a vegetarian option. There was eggs. There's the cockatrice eggs.
You know what vegetarian?
Yeah, no meat.
Oh,
That's
I got
vegan.
vegetarian vegan mixed up.
Oh, that's right. So he would have eaten the eggs as well.
Okay.
Just the eggs.
Fair. Andromeda, do you come out?
And then empty bowl. And her mask back up.
Okay. So,
I'll be right back. Something's
take your time. So, dogs be crazy. Do you say anything when you come out, Andromeda, or?
No, she just holds the bowl out to a chef.
The dogs. And he like grabs literally all the plates that he like gave you. It's just like carved wood. He just takes it and just cuts it. You know. Usually I use actual bows and bugs, but I'm trying to learn how to not pack so heavy. last time I brought my own stove.
How'd you carry that?
It was on my back.
Where'd your backpack go?
I didn't have I carried what I needed. I didn't have a weapon either. My weapon was the stove. I threw it at people.
Is that why you don't carry it anymore?
I accidentally threw it into a chasm, so I'm stuck with these now.
You threw a
The
stove.
weapon is only as good as you use them, so I mean, anything can be a weapon if you're smart enough.
I wouldn't really call it small. It's more resourceful.
That's also a type of smarts, but
Used a rat as a weapon once.
I mean, my weapon's basically a rod.
You took rats at people too?
What? I thought you said rod.
No, I said.
Also, chef would have had like, or the cook would have had the biggest bowl there of like all the food and just like gobbled it in a second, with like one mouthful.
You gobbled your last ghoul.
Gobbled your last ghoul.
I think Veiren's gonna go into his tent and start packing the weird books he finds. He's like,
So when are we leaving?
we're waiting for our companions to return.
Yeah, the scouts went out.
Okay.
just yelling at things in the tent. You hear little clangs.
I thought I was weird in my tent.
We are in the midst of interesting company.
Very.
Everyone, go ahead and give me a perception check.
First roll.
Ooh, I'm decent at
First rolls of the campaign.
Do I need to make this because I'm in a tent? Well, I guess everybody else is also in it.
You can make it with disadvantage because you are inside a tent.
Oh god,
God.
we don't see nothing.
I see all.
Yeah, that was a nat one.
That is plus. Give me a second.
Like, I
Plus
think I also
3.
have like.
So 19.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're a halfling, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a gnome.
Oh.
Okay. So, we'll start lowest. Varen. You can't hear anything outside the tent right now. Like, you're just rummaging around in your tent, like making sure you have everything packed. Is there an outside world? The world could have exploded, and you wouldn't have known.
Yeah. That's normally how it is.
Moving on to O. Moving on to O. You're just really enjoying this apple. Like, is there some sort of drug in it? Like, it tastes really fucking good.
Is this a Granny Smith?
That apple do be bussin'. Moving over to DeCook. DeCook and Andromeda. You guys hear like a crying in the distance, like sobbing.
Like child? Or like...
Andromeda, you can recognize with your perception. You can tell it is a child crying, and you can tell that it is coming closer to you. And you can kind of hear like branches snapping nearby your guys' encampment as well. So you can tell someone or something that is crying is running towards you guys.
Hey guys, do you hear the crying kid running towards us at Mach 10?
Cook is just gonna ready his trident.
What kind? What?
Varen
Stay in the tent.
Huh?
Stay in the tent.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna pull out the staff and stand up. Eating the apple
Andromeda's
still.
gonna fly up with it.
Alright. As you guys are all preparing, you guys see in a couple of bushes they are starting to like rustle, and you guys prepare for whatever it is to come out. As a young boy runs out, and he is soaking wet. He is sobbing loudly as he goes, "Please, please help me."
What's wrong, child?
My sister and I, we were playing in a nearby lake, and she fell in, and I don't know where she went.
Sounds like she's gone, buddy.
What?
Oh.
He
Ay.
burst out crying.
Oh.
Please, she's my little sister. She's all I have left.
I'm sure she'll be okay. We'll be right on it, alright?
She went through a lake? Let's go through the lake.
You're gonna
Oh,
insight?
that's a different voice.
Yes.
Okay.
Cook doesn't trust things that are smaller than him.
The whole party's smaller than him.
Exactly.
Okay, let me.
Is it the smaller the least trust? Fuck, I'm the second most
Look at
trusted.
something today.
Varen is very much not trustable. He's probably shorter than the kid.
You can trust him as far as you can kick him.
Because Cook is used to goblins. And usually the smaller the goblin, the more crafty they are.
Is that true?
Yeah. I think.
What the hell was that?
Don't mind that. Alright. Insight check, beating a 21.
The only way I could have beat that was with a natural 20, so.
Yeah, this kid may be about to lose a sister, and he's terrified of that. He's telling the truth.
Well, it looks over as like, even if he goes normal help, it's just a kid.
Alright. Andromeda, you look up for the sky, see if you can have a bird's eye view.
I'm not going by myself.
I can show you guys where the lake is. Come quickly. As he kind of like runs over, he grabs Varen.
Wait, just gonna take a step back. Traveling down this road, we've been traveling for over a day.
Yes.
Did we even hear any sounds of like a river or a lake running?
You guys do know that there is a lake nearby.
And the kid is soaking wet.
Yes.
But as he kind of, yes.
How long has it been since our scouts left?
We don't
Probably-
know. We were probably.
Yeah, you guys don't really know. Usually when, like yesterday when the scouts came, the scouts left until noon, and so they came back at noon, and it's around 9 or 10 o'clock right now.
Okay, so nothing suspicious. Cool.
So the kid does run over and grab you, Varen, and start pulling you along as you are the closest to his height. As he's like still sobbing, going, please come with me, please. I don't know where she is. I don't know if she may have sunk. If she sunk, I can't
small
reach her.
child.
No, wrong voice. Sorry, I'm working that out.
You're fine.
Okay, small child. Let's go.
So like
Varen trusts him.
once we get there, we just make Cook go in to grab him.
Varen is already walking towards this child.
Is anyone else following, or?
I'm gonna follow from the back.
Andromeda's just
Yeah.
gonna follow from the air, looking out for the lake.
O's gonna stick in between Varen and the cook.
Okay. So
Varen's
The-
taking big steps.
the kid starts explaining to you as he's like running, basically. As he goes, I was simply playing with my younger sibling, my younger sister, and as we were playing, she went to reach into something, into the like. He wouldn't say something. He would say like. He went to reach into the lake, and I pushed her as a joke, and I meant to catch her again, but she fell in, and I couldn't reach her fast enough, and I don't know where she... There's an echo? Who am I echoing through? Okay. No, I think it's Dantae. Yeah, it's Dantae. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. As the kid continues and goes, it was an accident, I swear. I was just trying to pull a little prank on her, and I don't know. I can't lose her.
Is there water?
By this point, you guys are now right next to a lake.
Can I insight the kid's story?
Sure, give me an insight check.
I'll give you a sec to do that.
You have to beat a 25.
Fuck. That kid's good.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, kids do that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Kids always push each other into lakes and then
Veiren
accidentally
doesn't
don't
think
grab
about it.
them.
He's gonna try and jump in the water.
So let me get this straight. You're here with no parents, and you push your sister into the water as a joke.
Yeah, it was pretty
When
dumb.
she can't swim.
I meant to grab her again. We've done this before where I would just grab her immediately afterwards, but I pushed her a little too far this time.
I forgot to mute it. Veiren, Coco would grab Veiren immediately before he jumped in.
Yeah. I was gonna insight this now, because after seeing
grabs
no
his side.
parents is kind of suspicious. Who's gonna let their child go to a lake by
In medieval
themselves?
times, kids are just die.
Kids are just stupid. Alright, you have to beat a 21.
I believe in you.
I don't.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes so much sense.
Alright,
Veiren,
I
I thought
guess.
they were just gonna put Veiren down as like, you're the smallest. You drown easy. I'll keep taking you.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Where did you get your sister?
He points towards the lake, and you guys see on the shore there is a small dock that kind of goes out into the water a little bit.
can I say that it was not easy to detain Veiren? Because Veiren does have like a 15 strength. He's tiny and strong.
A tiny and strong boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he points and he goes, I don't know where she is. Please, quickly. It's been almost a minute now, and I don't know how. I don't.
Oh, then she's dead. I don't think we should worry about it.
Yeah, her body could have money.
I mean,
It's
you
okay.
can pull up the bodies so the kid can at least bury them.
It's okay. It's been a minute. She's dead.
Can cast
Pull up the bodies so you can bury him.
Give me a second.
Or cook it.
Do not cook children.
Or body the waste. What do you do with your bodies?
Bury him. Or help them off cliffs. Either way.
Bury it, that's useless. Why just put it back in the earth? It serves no one.
It's a respect thing, I think.
They would have wanted me to eat them. The idea of someone's body being nutritious and
I
helping
don't
someone
really
else
pay attention
live.
to like what happens to me.
Go grab the kid.
The deity. Anyway,
And so, sort of looks down at the kid. Don't worry. I'm going to get your dead sister out of the lake that you killed.
He bursts out sobbing again.
Listen, this is the cycle of life. Stuff like this happens all the time. And later on,
are
You'll
really
meet
bad
each
at
other in the next place. You know, that's how it is.
Or she could be in your stomach when you eat her.
Or you could eat it.
You guys.
He does
are
not stop
something else.
crying.
Most
Question,
people.
what is your alignment, JJ?
Neutral good.
Cook is chaotic good.
Are you serious?
Yeah. All he wants to do is help people. He just wants to feed people.
Okay.
He does eat. But that's part of it. He does eat dead warriors, and that's part of his culture.
Okay.
It's like sort of like, oh, like it's to give back to the tribe. It's seen as honor or respect
Oh,
to be
okay.
able to, even inside of death, give back to the tribe as parts of your body.
Fun. If you
Cannibal.
put Veiren down, he's gonna try and jump in the water again.
No.
Andromeda will grab him.
Yeah.
Come inside, DM do something.
Alright,
Cook is gonna go inside the water because Cook is also was a fisher before, so he's experienced the water. Because there is no hunter or chef background, so I had to pick fisher.
JJ, sure, give me a religion check.
I'm
To
not
cook,
very good at
you-
these, surprisingly.
To cook, you kind of wad out into the water, or do you guys go off the dock and jump in?
Just literally just walk off the dock.
All right. Give me a second. Because something's gonna happen. But not yet. You don't have to worry about the cook right now. You send up a prayer to the shepherd, but there is no answer. Andromeda, are you holding on to Veiren?
What?
Are you holding on to Veiren to keep Veiren from running in?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you guys to give me contested strength checks.
Oh.
For
Step.
Veiren, that's gonna be
Let's do it.
acrobatics. An acrobatics check
Oh,
for
wait,
you.
that's acrobatics for me?
Yeah,
You
Still
can
push it.
choose acrobatic or athletics.
yeah,
Let's do
acrobatics
it.
or
Or-
athletics. And then Andromeda, it's just a strength check for you.
It's athletics, I thought. Or is it not?
It's athletics for you. I don't fucking know.
Same thing for me.
Okay.
Got it. Don't mind my strength modifier.
Why are you all so strong?
Alright.
I thought it would be funny to have tiny, strong, and charismatic character.
Fair.
And we gotta do some slobbering, okay?
Alright, so Veiren, you're smacking Andromeda, trying to get her to drop you to no avail.
You wait your turn. You can swim after cooking body. Stupid.
I'd like to think that Veiren just has a tiny stick that he uses as a staff. He's just whacking you.
Take.
I will kind of bend down and pick up the child in like one arm. Just, you're alright. Our friend here will get your sister back.
The child kind of gives you a nod, but doesn't stop crying.
It's been a while since O's had.
It's been a while.
Fair. A minute passes. 2 minutes pass.
Oh, he's definitely dead.
There's no way he's drowned.
No, oh, there's something weird in there. Oh, I want to see.
Alright, you look after the child, alright? I'm gonna check something real quick. As,
If you disappear too, I'm not going in.
gonna use my cleric feature of what's it? Detect undead, I believe it is.
Detect undead? All right. What does that do
You can
exactly?
divine the location of undead within 60 feet and clear path until the end of your next turn as an action.
All right.
So he's walking to the end, like near the dock, and like once he gets halfway on the dock, he's gonna put down his staff and activate that.
Okay. You don't sense any. You don't sense any undead.
That's it. I'm deleting the lake.
Can I find a frog?
You are still being held by Andromeda.
Yeah, I know. I want to try and I'm gonna look at Andromeda and say,
Hey, let me find the frog.
Okay, I'm gonna start destroying the lake.
No.
I'm gonna let him go. Just like a dog.
And Veiren, you have been let go of. You could run
Yeah.
into the lake right now.
thing is, he had an idea.
Mm.
He's not just going for the lake now. He's got an idea. He's gonna find a frog. And he's gonna ask the frog what's going on.
Okay.
But he's gotta find the frog first.
Okay. Before you guys do that, which one of you guys, Andromeda, are you holding the child?
No, O was.
Oh,
Yeah,
put
he
down the
set
child.
the child down, and then walked to the dock and activated the undead ability. Looking for undead.
Child. It's on the ground.
Okay. So Andromeda, you're probably the closest to the child. As he's he stopped crying about like 30 seconds ago. As you just hear him take a deep breath and go, I'm really sorry about this. Veiren and Andromeda, I need you guys to make me Constitution saving throw.
Motherfucker.
Got a 13 in this. Constitution save.
Yes.
What do I add for a modifier? Just my con? Oh yeah, I see it. Never mind. Fuck.
Why are we all rolling
I have-
so shit right now?
I have nothing.
All right.
Never mind.
So you guys take.
It hurts me. I'm gonna drop him like an air supply packet.
Okay. So you guys take 7 damage as
Oh,
this
shit.
kid claps his hands together in your direction as a wave of force pushes out towards you guys and flings you guys into the water.
I can't find my frog.
Very nice.
Okay, it's cool. This.
You guys have been completely submerged. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh. You are now the only person above water with this child.
Did I see this happen by any chance?
Give me a perception check.
Probably.
You 100% heard it if it's thunderclap.
It's thunder
Yeah.
wave.
Yeah, you heard that.
It's a definite clap.
Yeah.
That's thunderclap. But
And
yeah,
then
so
someone's
wave
gonna
is-
whip around.
you see that
Point the staff at the child.
the child kind of just looks around and goes, "They just got pulled into the water. What happened? Did something take my sister?
Okay, Sakuto.
Did someone take?
I know
Shut up!
that spell. You can't fool me. And he's gonna use Toll the Dead.
Kill the dead. Blood and gore.
Jesus Christ!
The dose is death is fun.
I believe he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. All right.
I think. Let me double check. Yeah, wisdom saving.
Okay.
Hey.
That is going to be a 14.
Oh, it just beats the DC. Shit.
So you point your finger and you hear bells start to ring as they stop. And the child kind of looks to you and goes, well, shit. I was kind of hoping this would go better, but, you know, as the child changes form and becomes a much more adult version of themselves. And I will now describe what this person looks like. I forgot to add the handout, but give me a second, because I can make it real quickly. Doom, 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 doom. How's it going, guys?
My friends are dead.
If it does come into Wonderland with us, I will become his own BBG.
Also, it's funny because you guys 2-minute mark came and was like, that Jacob is fucking dead. I have a con modifier +3. He can breathe underwater for 3 minutes.
4. It's 1 plus your con.
Oh yeah, it's 4 minutes. I was fine. He's dead.
We just met this guy like yesterday, so we don't know that.
Yeah. So you guys see.
Yeah, Veiren was excited.
So, this is now the man that stands before you.
Dropkick him.
Wait a second.
Slightly humanoid man. Kind of just stands before you and goes, well, could I ask you just to jump in?
Looks submissive and breedable with that collar.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not gonna say why.
He's submissive.
He's submissive.
What'd you say, Jitty?
Purposes you might have. What evil purposes you might have.
If it makes you feel better,
Tell me them.
your friends are not dead. They're just on their way to a different plane. If you jump in with them, you'll join them.
You mind telling me what plane they've been sent to?
I would if I was allowed to.
Break his fucking neck.
Bruh.
Blood makes the grass.
I was gonna start walking up to this person.
Okay.
And kind of reach out his hand
He
for
doesn't
like a
do
handshake.
anything.
And then once he sees the hand, doesn't reach out for a shake, keeps walking forward with the hand till the hand's like right in front of the person's chest. And kind of does, if anyone knows this, the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch. And it does inflict wounds.
Alright. That is a attack roll, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Hi, Pyro.
Alright.
That was
You-
on a
How much did
19.
you pay? Roll 20?
Yeah.
I did it. Alright. You do this 1-inch punch. Before you can even react, before you can even start it, this person grabs your hand and spins you around and does the same thing to you. 1-inch punch to your back, which sends you flying forward. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw to stop yourself from falling into the water.
Oh, well, I'm great at these.
You do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Hey, bud. I went on there and just choose to fail, smile.
Die with honor and just choose to fail.
Bruh. What is this?
Pull the kid in with you.
Yes. That's
you
what
want
I
to do
do.
then. Okay.
Oh, I'd tell you if I knew or could. Head ass will pull you with me.
Grab him by the collar.
So you catch yourself for just long enough to grab this guy, who doesn't even flinch when you grab him and pull him in with you as you hit the water.
Yeah, I'm falling back with him.
Hold on, don't let him go.
Second he drops out of the portal, just fight back, fight back.
Okay.
We're a good party, guys.
So we're good guys.
Yeah. So
Totally good guys.
I'm a good guy.
you guys all experience this, so I'm only gonna say this once. There's a reason why I said wait. You guys hit the water, and it feels normal at first, but you suddenly feel a pulling, and you look down, and you realize your eyes are open. It's almost like you're not even in water. And you look down, and there's nothing pulling at you. But all of a sudden, you shoot downwards towards the bottom of this lake, and all of a sudden, there's no more water, and you're just falling. Andromeda, you try to flap your wings when you feel this, and you physically can't even open them right now. You are just falling and falling and falling as you hit something hard. The cook,
Yes.
you are the first person to land, and you are no longer in Kansas.
I don't know what Kansas is.
Whatever. You look around, and you're in a beautiful but terrifying place. You look up to the sky, and it is a vibrant orange. It is a sunset during the day. You are surrounded by all sorts of nature, flora. You see flowers, you see tall, like, wetlands. You turn around behind you, and there is almost... you can see a lake. It almost matches the one you were just in. But none of the surroundings match it. There are tall, dark trees. There are creatures that are drinking from this that you don't even know how to really describe. And as you're kind of just taking this in, Veiren and Andromeda, you guys land. And you guys see this as well.
Ooh. Ready.
Can I make a survival check to see, like, what type of plants are around us?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
That is a 20.
That was... give me a second, Veiren. What was that?
It is a 20 dirty.
Okay. They look similar to the plant life you're used to. It's just the sizes are off. You can see like water reeds in the lake, and they're bouncing along with the water like normal, but they're much smaller than they normally grow. You look around and you see that in front of you there's like a path that almost looks like a maze, and you're thinking, why would someone just make a maze that leads out to a lake? And you realize that's grass. It's just grass that's grown even taller than you. This is like 9-10 feet tall grass. Veiren, you go to try and run into the lake where you came from, thinking, oh, if I just go back in, maybe it'll fix this. You slam into something hard, but there's nothing there.
Okay, try again.
Same thing happens.
Try again.
Shut up. Guys, that kid was weird.
Your lack of awareness amazes even me.
I thought that was a perfectly normal kid. Especially when he spells us right into the water. Yeah, every kid
I
can do
had that
that.
spell too.
Nice input.
Oh, you land here about now. Still holding on to this person, but unlike all of you guys landed very like hard and heavy. This person kind of lands very softly, almost like he was expecting it. So he kind of just looks around and goes, "Huh, haven't been back here in a day."
I thought you were a kid.
Do I look like a kid?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's okay. Perception isn't always people's strong suits.
No, you look rather small. Now
It's
it's
rather
ugly.
squishable.
Ugly for a human. You're
I will point out, this person is 6'8".
That's small for
Still squishable.
That's small for cook.
Okay.
Not for everyone else though.
Varen is like looking up, like, what the hell? Who are you?
Well, welcome. Enjoy your stay. Probably won't see you guys ever again. See, look at his hand, his wrist, and there's like some sort of weird like hourglass thingy on his wrist. As you see it, like the top half of the hourglass is almost empty. He's like, I'm only gonna be here a minute anyways.
Can I try and hex him?
Sure. How does your hex work?
Basically, you place a curse on a creature you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 of necrotic damage to a target whenever it's hit with an attack.
Okay. You can. Do you plan on attacking him?
Yes.
Okay.
Immediately afterwards.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Is it just a bonus action you hex, or do you like
Yeah.
roll anything? Or...
Pass the time, bonus action.
Okay. And you don't have to roll anything, right?
We do not.
No.
Okay.
The hex just happens.
All right.
Fine.
What's
Now I'm gonna hit him
what are
with
you
an
attacking with?
Eldritch Blast. Immediately afterwards.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll. Give me an attack roll.
That is horrible. God. But I do have
Um,
an attack bonus of 6. So.
Okay. So 11 total.
Yeah.
All right. You see, this Eldritch Blast hits him, and you watch as like this necrotic hex kind of goes in towards him, as he just kind of looks down. He's like, "That wasn't very nice," and he pulls out the Eldritch Blast and drops it as it shatters on the ground.
What?
Well, I was gonna give you guys a couple good words of advice, but I don't know if I want to anymore. So,
You get us the advice and not the short man.
Can I make a perception check to see what type of entity? It is obviously not human in this amount of raw power.
give me an Arcana check. And anyone can do this.
Just a straight roll.
Imagine your Arcana being a straight roll.
Oh, you have no idea.
Damn.
Andromeda, no idea.
Wait, is Arcana?
Yes.
Let me see. What do I have in here? Oh shit. That's a lot. +5. Okay.
Alright.
That
Veiren,
is that is a 22.
alright. Veiren, you're looking this thing up and down, and you're like, this isn't a human. There are things that are off about it. Not only is he taller than average human height, which you'd be like, maybe he's just born naturally tall. But his ears are off. Those aren't human ears. And you look down and you notice he's not even really touching the ground. And everything sort of starts to click, and you realize, and correct me if I misenunciate this, you realize that what is standing in front of you is a Jinni.
Jin.
It-
Jinn. That's how it's pronounced.
Is a Jinn.
Oh shit. Oh shit, that's a gin. That I shot a gin.
A gin? Like the drink?
No, like the magical being.
So looks up. Like hearing this thing. You make me. Like when you die, it's our body. That's like me.
No. Actually, when I die, I disintegrate into a warm breeze. And I'm really hoping it happens someday soon.
He sort of thumbs up and just starts to walk away.
Hope that goes well for you.
Thanks.
I don't suppose that we're allowed back.
Why do you think I'm already leaving? He's obviously not gonna help us out. He's the one that put us here.
We'd like Dantae.
Well, I didn't say I wouldn't help you out. Yeah, I put you here. I didn't want to.
Well then, why did you?
Let's just say I have a little someone controlling me right now.
Just don't.
Wow, how come I didn't think of that? Give me a second.
That's what I did. Works pretty well.
Wait up, Coke, I'll be right beside you.
He says, wow, why didn't I think of that? As he takes out, he suddenly summons a scimitar and smacks you on the head with it. Shut the fuck up, okay? You're gonna get yourself killed here.
So,
I'm gonna grab.
you want to tell us anything, or do you just want to watch us walk into the woods and die?
Well, I'm limited on the information I'm allowed to tell you. But, keep going straight, and look for the bug.
Okay.
He'll tell you everything. Well, possibly everything.
The other,
There's another one of you.
probably.
Well,
Veiren is walking.
I gotta go, so bye. As he out of existence. Just completely disappears.
Veiren is now walking.
Do.
Andromeda will catch up with the group. So head straight, look for the boat. That's all we got.
Apparently so.
Why don't you float up and see what you can see? How can I see out of this glass?
How about you put me on top of your shoulders and see if I can see over it?
How about you just talk little dude up and just pew.
Pick up Vern and just throw him.
Varen, before you can react, you are lifted and thrown up into the air.
What do I see?
Give me a perception check.
Ah, that is me. Flat roll
I
for
will
me.
say,
Why don't you just fly halfway to the road?
Oh, he's bait.
Wow!
what's your, is that flat, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Varen, you fly up in the sky, and you can see this grassland goes on for a long while. If you had to guess it, maybe a couple of days worth of travel. But you do see like sections where it's been like cut. Because you can notice it because it's almost like a corn maze. You can see path where you guys are on has been cut so that you can travel through it. And there's also more paths like this, and there's large openings like this. So you can assume that there are other places to go. But outside of this, you can see, is that a castle in the distance? Before you can really get a good look at it, you feel yourself start to falling again.
Catch him.
Hand up, catch.
Alright, give me a dexterity check to see if you can catch him. That's a 1.
10.
Okay. You lift your hand up a little too late. As Varen goes flying past you, but you're able to catch him with your other hand just before he hits the ground.
Oh, he didn't he flew.
Well, what did you see? Any big scary dogs? Or something?
And then Varen's going to relay the information.
And then there's a weird castle thing, right? It's way away. It's a castle, I think. I don't really know.
Right.
Do I have to?
Yes.
You already told us.
What?
You already told us.
How else would anybody know where we're going? Can you see through this?
Can you see through this?
No, no, told us. He's on a charge, which means you fly.
That
It means you're not allowed to eat me.
Eat the thing I eat you.
That works. Gonna fly up.
Alright. Even without a perception check, because you don't have to try and take everything in before you fall back down. You see everything Varen described. And are you looking for anything particular? Like,
Something bug-like. Like a
Bug-like?
bug home.
okay. You see probably like a 5-minute walk from here along this path. It doesn't really start to branch off until after this. But you can see like a small clearing before it branches off. And you can see kind of like a giant mushroom just kind of chilling there. If you had to guess, maybe like 6 feet tall, taller than you.
If I was a bug, I could say. And I am.
You can also see a little bit past this mushroom when it starts, like the path you're on starts branching off. You can see somewhat of a signpost.
head back down.
All right.
So we got a little bit of a walk, like 5 minutes ish. Then there's the clearing with a big toadstool on it. And then I think I saw the sign with directions further on after that. But this path doesn't branch into that big mushroom. Kind of the only way. Unless you want to walk through the grass.
So points left and right. I mean, there's a million different ones.
I said unless you want to walk through the grass.
We're still gonna walk through that shit.
You got it.
You guys have the most interesting ways of going about things.
I'm going straight ahead the way we're supposed to. Other than what these guys are trying.
Varen is already walking. He's not paying attention to y'all.
Alright. Varen has started walking.
Tucker's also been walking and talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Tuck doesn't sit and talk. He's always doing something.
Fair.
I like to think that Varen started walking and then the cook, because he is so tall, he just took one step. And it caught up.
Are we allowed to do that right? I'm just gonna point at Cook.
I'll have to carry you, I guess I can.
I mean, my legs pretty. I mean, my wings pretty hurt from the fall, flying up, and now my legs hurt from all the walking.
Are you serious?
Come on, get him all back.
Yes.
I know that you're not gonna get as much food in the next meal. I'm getting you a cup.
It works. I'm just gonna flutter up and like hop on his back.
And Cook's also gonna look down at Veiren. He's like, what do you mean, Sage? Do you want to up too?
No.
Let's get going so when we get hungry.
On the way, Varen is gonna be trying to find weird bugs and things and start talking to them while the party is doing big stuff.
There are plenty of weird bugs. You see a dragonfly, probably the size of Cook, fly over your guys' head. You see small spiders making like art with their webs, kind of going back and forth through the grass. Are you looking for anything particular? Like, are you trying to grab something?
1 second.
Okay.
Okay, what did you ask?
Are you like looking for something in particular? Or are you just trying to grab something? Like,
I'm just gonna try to yeet something up, and so I can go, hi! It doesn't matter what.
okay. Sure. Give me.
Because I have the Eldritch Invocation.
Sure.
Yeah. Let me say it with the beast speech for the string.
Okay. Do you want to describe what that does?
Huh?
Do you want to describe what that does?
You can speak with animals at will without expending a spell slot.
Alright. So you kind of pick up a like spider as it's doing, as it's like, it's just minding its own day. As you kind of pick it up, as it kind of goes to like bite you, essentially.
Oh.
What's the fucking big idea?
I was just wondering where we were.
Why should I care? I'm just trying to survive.
I ain't gonna kill you.
I'm sorry. If something giant picked up you, wouldn't you be a little concerned?
I mean, something giant did just pick me up. Points to the cook.
Tall creatures are fucking weird. What do you want?
I was just wondering, what is this place?
Well, everyone calls it Sorrowland.
Oh, okay. I like to imagine that you guys can only hear what I'm saying.
Andromeda and Cook, and also, I know he said he'd be back, but you guys essentially hear Veiren making like weird clicking noises to something in his hand.
That kid already lost it.
Okay.
Yeah, this place is Sorrowland. You must be a
Sorrowland,
newcomer, huh?
Okay.
Varen puts him back down.
Have a good day.
Before Varen puts him down, he's just like, "What you got there? Snack?" Cook just grabs it and eats it.
Hey! Varen's gonna look over at all the other bugs around. He's like, I didn't. That's not me, man. That was him. And then walks away.
I'm just gonna take a note of something else away. For no reason in particular.
Now the spiders hate us.
You've angered the spiders.
Tastes squishy.
It was the spider.
Most people don't eat bugs.
A good travel snack. A lot of protein can keep me going.
You would eat a big bug, right? Right?
I think he'd eat any of us. It's okay though. I don't know if I'm tasty.
We died honorably enough in combat. Yes, I would. Right now, then
Varen immediately
Yep,
bites
we
himself.
died based on something.
he something raw.
Varen's just gnawing on his own arm.
Varen, you taste like no.
Yeah.
What does gnome taste like?
Chicken.
Chicken. Man, tastes like chicken.
But yeah, you guys are walking, and about 5 minutes do pass. As you guys see a clearing up ahead, and you guys do see the giant toadstool or mushroom that Andromeda had said.
So, big old bug.
It's a big mushroom.
There's the bug.
Do you think it's edible?
I'm gonna make a survival check.
Are you like walking up to it to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
I really have to start using real dice. That's a 10 total.
10.
Yes.
All right. I didn't say you could use real dice.
What?
Yes, you can use real dice. Fucking baby. It could be edible. You're not sure.
No. It's better to just not eat it.
Yeah, mushrooms are usually untrustworthy.
Usually they're only untrustworthy if you don't know what the mushroom is, young one.
Is that the mushroom company?
think it's probably someone on top of the mission. He says he picked it up.
Your tall friend would be correct.
Actually, he
Although,
wouldn't even look up. He'd just look. It's still technically shorter than him.
Andromeda is on his shoulders, so she can actually see for once.
Varen kind of lifts you up on his shoulder.
All right.
As you guys see, on top of this mushroom is this. You see probably about 4 or 5 feet long, 4 to 5 feet long, a caterpillar with 6 arms.
With the little bug, I hear that.
Holding a pipe as he kind of, this creature kind of brings up to its lips, and you guys see rows of fangs in its mouth as it takes a deep breath in, and then blows out a poof of smoke. Can I help you, individuals?
Weird guy, weird Jin dude. Told us to come see.
Ah, Osiris brought you here, didn't he?
Yes.
I figured someone new was gonna come here soon. It's been a while since our last guest.
There's no fun in all, but exit. How do you get to it?
Oh, there is really no exit.
That's a law. Everything has an exit. If it doesn't have one, you just hit it or nothing, you make one.
If there is an exit, the Queen of Roses would most likely know where it is. She and Osiris are the only ones that can travel between this plane. Everyone else is just stuck here.
Well, you look for an exit.
So,
Should we go out?
this is Sorrowland. Can I still contact people from outside of the plane?
No, not truly.
Not
Sometimes
even
the
like the
queen.
actual plane?
Sometimes the queen makes you think you contacted someone, but she usually only does that for her own fun and games.
So what I'm hearing is that our little friend O here has no power anymore.
He kind of slithers over, and you guys can see.
Actually, you think our little friend Snake here doesn't have any power anymore.
They'd still sliver over. As you guys can see, normally where the legs on a caterpillar are hands. As each of the hands are moving, like the fingers moving this thing forward towards you guys. As
I'm almost falling off freaking tripped over.
as it kind of takes a deep breath from its pipe and blows it towards O's face and goes, "You are some sort of cleric, I believe. You will still be able to use your abilities here. Gods can still send blessings upon us from here, but talking to them, well, most people don't try to do that anymore."
Place is weird.
Sounds boring, really. Is there anything that I can hunt? Is there any like big beast?
Or, moderately sized beast that's about our size and killing.
No, big. The more meat.
It That depends on what you consider a beast. I mean, is something considered a beast because of its morality?
Usually I go by sentience.
Saying a little big words I don't understand.
He just thinks anything big that he can kill is a beast.
Well, there are some of those more inland, but most adventurers stop here. They figure, why bother?
What do you mean? Can you either hunt around and find some food, or we can walk up to the key and a little. What was he again? A
Jin.
Jin?
gin. That's the word. Or we can go up to that gin in between and just ask to get out. If not, maybe pummel
I
him a
mean,
bit.
The Queen.
I don't know about you, but I didn't have much in the other world, so.
The Queen of Roses does not allow any non-noble audience, unless it's for an execution, of course.
I
Or
was
a
the
court
royal chef
session.
in my clan.
That counts.
In her kingdom, not in any others.
That's awkward.
Maybe if I do a funny little dance, she'll let me through.
If there isn't an exit, make the cook just starts walking off.
Okay. Wait, where are we going?
Going to the castle. This place
Oh.
sounds boring. I don't think there's anything fun to hunt or eat. So we're
You
gonna
not
get
see
you
a big
some
old
of that.
dragonfly?
Talk to the queen. The dragonflies usually live in bug. Bugs are squishy. They don't taste it.
Hey! Actually, I might see that as a compliment.
Well, I wish you luck with whatever you do.
Which way is it to the castle through these crowds?
You can just fly up.
I don't like going out.
Boy, you have wings.
Well,
The entire thing about wings, you go up.
the castle's whereabouts changes. Sometimes it's north, sometimes it's south. Some days you can't even see it.
Okay. Veiren takes that like it makes sense.
If I were you, I would go up to the Dejected Inn up ahead. You'll see the sign for it. They usually give adventurers a map of some sort. If you're nice enough.
You should be nice to these balls. I'm gonna keep going. Towards the other side. What?
There's something about like a map or something.
Were you not listening?
It's happening. Okay. Even if we don't want to go to the castle, the tavern sounds pretty fun.
Drunken's already been walking.
Yeah.
Trying to catch up now.
Veiren is like skittling along the ground, full speed, trying to catch up.
Goodbye. I'm sure I'll see your friends again too.
Bye.
Bye, fellow bugs.
Yeah.
Nice goodbye, folks.
So I say goodbye. Well, use the least amount of words. Time is very important.
Okay, I'll be right back. Give me a sec.
Okay. Right here, I'm going to say we take a pause. Because I'm fucking hungry. I want food. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this on. And to everyone in stream, we will be back soon. Hello, hello there, Mizu. You're catching us right as we're going on break, but we will be back. Do not worry.
No worries, sit down. It's gonna make you a big meal.
As we'll be back.
You read it. You read it.
Hello.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Imagine not having my stream open, Dantae SMH. God, why did I even make you a mod in the first place, SMH?
Why'd I even
Hot,
marry you?
hot, there is a echo.
No, I meant like that. She's saying that to me.
Oh.
There is going to
No,
be an
once
echo
we shoot.
because Dante's mic.
Okay.
Sadly, we can't really fix that. Unless Dante went to a different room, but that's a long
Go
setup.
happen.
What happened?
But hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have our player JJ back as well.
Hello.
So, yeah, you guys
Pork
have
was
just
delicious.
finished walking away from the caterpillar thingy. I will pull up the picture again because I don't know if you saw it, JJ. It should have
Looks
popped
more
up.
like a snake. Yes, it does.
It is a half snake, half caterpillar, is what you guys would be able to determine. Instead of having the caterpillar arms, he has hands that use the fingers to crawl around.
It's as horrifying as it sounds.
But yeah, you
Kind of
guys,
horrifying.
yeah, you guys
Very
are
scary.
walking away towards the end that this creature told you guys about.
I kind of stop, look back. So is this the only local village nearby, or is there any place we could find a map? Is it the same tavern, or
Yes, the tavern will give you a map if you are kind. Kind of takes a deep breath from this pipe and breathes it out.
Oh, I got a question too. Are birds big?
He kind of takes a deep breath from his pipe again, breathes it out. Birds can be big or small. Here, everything is any size. Got birds that are tiny, birds that are bigger than you or me, birds that are even bigger than your one friend.
So birds are a threat.
Only if you fear them.
also how big is this place? I don't know if we asked enough.
It's not too big. It's mostly split into a few different areas. This area is probably the biggest. This is where most adventurers come when they arrive here. And they just stay.
Are you sure they just stay? Like, no offense, but there's a lot of weird stuff. Seems interesting. I talked to a spider earlier. They're like, this place is Sorrowland. Like, I don't know.
Well, sometimes adventurers get a little too cocky in this area. They think that maybe they should go talk to the queen. And sometimes the queen sends her roses after them. And then we don't see the people again.
Roses, are they kingdom gods?
Takes another
Magical abilities.
breath in, breathes out smoke. Every time they do this, I'm echoing. every time they do this, it's every time that this creature does this, like the snake caterpillar creature, they breathe the smoke out towards the face of whoever asked the question. So you guys are getting like puffs full of snakes. Of smoke, not snakes. He's not breathing out snakes. As they do kind of go.
Veiren doesn't care.
The roses are, in fact, the Queen of Roses guards. That is correct. While they don't perform any forms of magic, they are quite magical once you see them.
Understood.
Are they like actual flowers? Ow, that's
Is it kind of a kill on sight thing with the guards, or is it a, like we get a friendly chat before they shank us?
Most guards will not do anything to harm you. If you don't do anything to harm them.
so
See,
harm them.
that's-
No, we're guests here, so to speak.
Okay.
You're guests now, but you'll stay here forever.
Seems kind of pessimist.
By the will of the shepherd, I shall find my way home.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad, other than the big bug or big birds. I mean, there's big bugs here. Not that many big bugs back home.
I'm not saying that you can't find a way home. But I'm saying if you would like to, then you should be cautious about how you do it.
What does that mean?
Well, the Queen of Roses has ears everywhere. Not here, of course. She and I have a little deal going. She's not messing with me, and I'm not doing anything with her, but just talking to newcomers isn't anything against that. And you know, maybe I mentioned a few things I probably shouldn't have. It all depends, though.
Well, I appreciate you sticking your neck out for us.
Of course.
Ow!
A spider bites Veiren.
We have negative rep with the spiders now.
Spider definitely bit Veiren. Ow. In real life, I just smacked my knee on the table.
Oof. The caterpillar kind of crawls over towards you, not getting off his mushroom. But he goes, "Tell me, adventurers, do you have your currency from your world? For it doesn't quite work here."
Oh yeah,
I do
got
not carry any currency on me.
I got about 5 gold.
5 gold.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Well, different realms have different currency. Here, we use wonders.
Then I said that one currency.
If you would like, you can give me your gold and I can give you the wonders equivalent for it.
Question. Can I insight to see
I give him my gold.
how this transfers? Like I just kind of want to know if my character might end up like figuring out.
Sadly, there's no
Gold
really
jewels.
check you could do because you've never been in this world before. You've never heard of this world before.
Yeah, I'm wondering like, my character's gonna watch as he gives out the gold and wants to see if that seems like it should be a good thing. Like,
Okay.
is this worth this, or am I gonna get ripped off?
So, Dakuk, did you just say you give them the gold?
Yeah.
Okay, how many gold pieces do you give them?
10.
10?
10 I have. It goes, I don't have these. So you take.
I'll give 4 of my 5. Because I like 9.
Alright. So, Dakuk, you give him 10, and he gives you 40 of these small sparkles.
I'm gonna try to bite one.
It tastes like nothing.
That's awful.
And just sort of looks at it, I'm just like, I like the taste.
For Andromeda, you give him 4, so he gives you 16 of these sparkles. The usual currency is one of these gold chips thingies. Usually are about 4 sparkles. 4 wonders, if you will.
Me. Everyone giving you gold.
We have. No. Well,
Where the hell is he like pulling out these sparkles from?
You see, he reaches into his pipe to pull them out. Are you about to ask him to steal the pipe?
No, I'm not even gonna do that. We're just gonna. Baron's just gonna stuff his hand in the pipe.
Before you can really get close enough to the pipe, this creature kind of puts up one of its mini hands and goes, "Whoa, back up a little bit."
I wanna poke it.
Well, most
Are you
people,
smoking?
a little bit of everything.
Can I have a puff?
If you think you can handle it, then sure.
Oh,
As
Lord.
as they do place it, kind of like flip it over so that you can like take a hit off of it.
This action immediately kill me. Can I roll survive? See if this will immediately kill me.
Do you take a hit off of it? Is the question.
Well, can I try and infer what it is from the smell of the smoke?
There's no smell.
Can Veiren?
Baron, take a hit.
Veiren will take a hit.
Alright.
No
Fair.
thoughts becoming Andromeda.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I don't have anything in this. One stat that isn't. Why do I keep rolling low?
Alright. So you take
Might die.
you take 18 poison damage.
That's my total health. You just see Veiren pass out on the ground.
Okay.
Spare the dying real quick.
As you guys watch Veiren take a hit and collapse onto the ground.
That looks pretty strong.
Don't. It's obviously some sort of poison our bodies can't inhale.
Oh, you're a snake. Sorry, I don't really have the tolerance for that.
Not many do.
Yes.
But it's always fun to watch them try.
What does spare the dying do?
You're stabilized.
You're stabilized. You don't have to make any death saving throws.
Cook's gonna
You know-
take it.
Alright.
Bruh.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
The orc, the big orc. 18 plus 5.
Alright. So you will take half of this poison damage. You take. All around down, you take 7 poison damage.
I'm completely fine.
As
It's done my total health.
That was helpful. So, take it back.
do you have any more gold you wish to convert?
Veiren has 40 gold, so if anybody wants to steal that off them, I don't care. Veiren will be annoyed, but I don't care.
No, he has 40 gold.
Huh?
Do we know he has 40 gold?
Well, yes, because all of his stuff is in like little bags around his waist because he does not have pockets. Remember, he's in a bed sheet.
Hey, Veiren, how much gold do you have? Just so we know when we get back home.
Aaron, pass it out.
Oh yeah.
Stabilized, but
You
he's
can
passed
just
out.
like take his stuff. He's got 40.
I forgot we don't have any healing.
I
We just have not death.
I was literally a cleric.
Yeah.
You have healing as well. There's multiple people that have healing. You're just an idiot. Sorry,
Gonna
best
cure
friend.
wounds.
And do it.
Okay.
And if they're stabilized or dying, it gives max HP on the healing.
Alright. What's the max healing?
I believe cure wounds is a D8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Yes.
So 12.
Alright. Veiren, you are awake now with 12 hit points.
As the teal crystal starts to emanate, it just kind of taps the chest of Veiren.
he pops up.
Yeah,
Huh? Say that again.
I don't think you ever win.
how was the afterlife?
Oh, I have no clue.
No.
Cots, you did see the hydrate, right?
I did. I don't have anything to drink right now.
Stop.
I don't have anything to drink right now.
There's a water bottle that we're trying to pass to Todd. Don't let her lie to you, stream.
To answer your
Be
question,
hell. Be hell.
fine, I'll fucking take a drink.
Did you actually take a drink?
Yes, I took a fucking drink. Jesus Christ.
It's not mine.
I don't want it.
Yay.
Is that mine?
It's not mine. It was over there, so it's one of your guys.
Yay. Alright, let's continue.
Alright. To answer your question out loud, JJ. Because I think it'd be more fun that way. You see hundreds of adventure-like spirits. Most of them not walking around, most of them just staring blankly ahead of them.
Alright, this has been a nice chat and we should head out soon, but there's something I need to do. I'll leave you to your own devices for a couple of minutes.
So wait, how many hit points do I have?
12.
12. As we'll go over probably like 20 or so feet away. Get down into a meditative position and just try and like reach out to some of the spirits that are wandering by.
Alright,
I'm trying to do this.
without really any check, you try to reach out to them and none of them seem to even notice you.
I know I can't reach out to the shepherd from here, but I've always been able to do this. Something's up. Can I make a perception check to see where either perception or survival, whatever one you think would be, to see where they're staring towards? Like you said, they're all facing one direction.
Mm-hmm. Perception check with disadvantage, as you can't really see over the grass.
First one. Oh, that was on 17. No.
Oof. You can't tell. You're not sure what they're staring at.
But I can still see that they're all facing this certain direction, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You would know though that the direction that they're facing is back towards the lake.
Makes me wish I had Veiren run into it again.
Alright. Kind of standing up from this meditative position.
Standing up, the cook is right there.
Follow me.
Okay.
You're muted on Discord.
Shit. I thought we were heading towards the tavern.
I need to check something out first. As he pulls out his staff and activates the light cantrip at the end of his staff. Starts walking towards the lake.
Alright.
As he's walking, are there any more abundance of spirits?
There starts to be less of spirits.
As they walk, Cook is just going to use his hand axe to cleave at the grass around them to make like a path, so they know where to go.
Alright, there is the path.
Yeah, I thought we were going off.
No.
Are you leading them off the path, or?
Well, I'm walking towards where they're staring. Yeah.
Okay.
And
You said I couldn't see where they're staring, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was cleaving through the grass to make sure that we have the way back.
Yeah, and I have the light activating so we can see if it starts to get too crowded with grass.
Yeah. You're easily able to cut through it. And turning around, it doesn't instantly grow back. So you know that this is a path that's going to be stay here for a bit. But you start walking towards the lake. How far are you walking?
Until I see, like, where the last final group of spirits are.
Okay. The last final group of spirits you see is just one spirit. And it's a spirit that's right on the edge of the water. And as you try to walk towards that point, you hit to right beside the spirit. And there's just the wall. You hit the wall. But you don't see anything.
appears that the fellows that have come before us, there's only one who ever made it back to this point. Whether it be those roses before, or any beast that's here, they stopped one final person from reaching the point back. So
Okay.
this one person could have possibly held the key to getting out. That's possibly why he made it so far.
Can you talk to him, get a couple tips, you know, get a good old hint
I'll
or
try
help?
again. It wasn't working before, but it could have something to do with the severed connection to my god.
So are you reaching out again?
Yeah.
Give me a religion check this time. Flat roll.
Alright.
That's how I draw.
Damn, I was on 15 as well. Keep rolling off high numbers for me.
You can roll again. I feel bad. Roll 20 is like fucking you guys.
This is why I use you guys.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Relationship with this.
Get fucked.
So 16 total.
Oh.
You reach out and like, do you say anything or?
Basically, the gist of the point of reaching out is I'm trying to communicate why they're all facing back towards the lake.
Okay.
And why there's so little towards the actual base of it. Like, how come he's the only one that made it this far?
We just wanted to go home. We were so close. It's just right beyond whatever thing is here, keeping us here.
Are there any other possible ways we could find to get out of here? Anything that you've discovered?
I don't know. My party, after a couple days, they went on ahead. They figured it was pointless just to sit here waiting. Maybe they were right.
Well, how did you meet your end?
I tried to dive into the water. Got a running start and everything. One moment.
Could you speak up a little bit?
Oh.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Okay. What were you able to hear?
Yeah. So, like, he tried to dive back in. And
Yeah.
he died trying to dive back in.
Yeah, basically.
Alright. Thank you very much. May the shepherd guide your soul. He's gonna kind of use his staff to stand up.
Alright, the ghost. During that whole time, the ghost never looked away from the water.
Gonna try. Is it dirt or sand near the water?
It's like a muddy sand.
Alright. Gonna take the end of his staff, like the bottom of it,
Mm.
and just draw the symbol of a lantern, and then just basically use light on the lantern, so it's glowing as they walk away, sort of like a mini ceremony for those who've passed.
Okay. You're easily able to do that. Nothing interrupts.
What'd you draw that symbol and say?
It's a sign of my god, the shepherd, a god who calls out to lost spirits. Maybe she'll be able to help them find their way home.
I hope so. No one deserves to be lost in a place they don't want to stay. Especially given it's moments after being so public.
So we don't even go home after we die?
Don't worry. We'll get there before that. Let's make a deal. Right here, right now. I don't know about you, but I want to get home and continue my life. So let's promise to stick together so we can all return to that same life we had.
No offense, but I didn't have much going on for me.
So
But
you
you were
plan
afraid.
on staying here.
I'll figure it out soon. Seems interesting.
I didn't have much home either, but I don't like the idea of being stuck somewhere.
He sort of looks over at Veiren and is like, "Run. I know we always see eye to eye. Not literally. Metaphor. You know what that means, right?
Yes, I know. The metaphor is.
You should realize the danger your life is in.
And your afterlife.
I may not be scared, but I am alert. Normally, I don't step around like this. You've seen me when I'm comfortable. I'm not. You should take it as seriously as all of us are. As much as you may not want to go home, that lack of determination may be what kills you. I'm not gonna let that happen.
Okay. I never said I wouldn't. I just. Doesn't seem.
Well, let's get to this tavern. Hopefully, it has some food. Also, I don't think there's anything inside. I don't think there's anything in here bigger than I can hunt out there. I saw a bigger beast just like.
What's the biggest you have beat? You know, just some conversational or what?
I'm not very much of a hunter. As I say, I was the royal cook. I didn't do the gathering. I just made what they gave me. Biggest thing they gave me? Purple worm. Probably. Just a chunk of it. They never killed it. They were able to give off a big chunk.
If you think about it, they're just like scaly birds.
You mean dragons?
And
I'm
then,
talking about a worm.
oh, like the ground worm.
Yeah, things that can eat entire cities in a single bite. Strangely enough, it tasted like fish.
Ew.
Which you know, tangy. Let's get to that tab.
You guys easily walk through there. You guys walk past the snaker pillar. He's just kind of lounging about. But
As they walk by, Cook just sort of goes, "It's kind of like a mix of Yeti, snake and bug." Points at and points at Andromeda. Snake.
Are we related? I'm gonna call out the big bug.
Perhaps in one life, but not in this one.
Bugs be like that. You guys went with it.
Also, I'm not a
You know,
snake.
it's going to you, a snake. You look like one.
Half dragon.
Yeah, snakes are just dragons with wings.
That is an interesting take, my friend.
It's not particularly true, but now it's boys arguing the semantics here is what's important.
Snake is good. Let's head to that.
Alright.
You guys walk past the mushroom, walk out of the clearing, probably walk like a couple minutes before you guys come across an intersection of sorts. And there are 3 ways for you to go in front of you. And you guys can see there is a signpost that Andromeda had pointed out, that Andromeda said existed.
What's it say on the signpost?
You see, there are 4 like posts, arrows, pointing down each path. The path that you guys just came from, the sign just says,
It says a musical note? That's cool.
yeah. No, the sign just says, Asa.
Awesome?
Asa.
Oh, awesome. I said awesome. I was like, yeah, all those spirits back there. Awesome.
And I did type the word in chat. So that is.
Wait a second.
That
I
is.
never did ask his name.
Sure. That is from where you guys came. The path to your left, the sign says Dejection Inn.
You're late. Dejection?
Yes, dejection in.
Okay. A little on the nose.
The path going forward in front of you guys says. What was that? Says Bugville. And the path to your right says words. I can't remember what the word is.
It just says words.
It just says words. The sign to your right is like scratched out. Like someone took like a rock and like dug into it, so you wouldn't know where it said.
Huh. Fun. If I was a different class, I would have commended, but.
Really regret not recommending
have
them.
it. A minute, let me check my spells because I'm dumb and can't remember.
I decided to go with Warlock for the first time.
I didn't pick ending because it was a cantrip. Thanks.
Imagine not playing every class once.
Well, I'm sorry. I like rogues.
I don't have ending. I have control flame.
Alright, sadly, you guys are unable to figure out what the last sign says.
Let's go to the inn. I don't get food soon, I swear. I start eating my scraps.
I think that's good for you.
Eating grass is good.
That's what I eat.
Okay, let's go to the tavern and get real food.
That was a joke,
We assumed you were serious.
Oh, right. Haven't bantered in a while.
All right.
Walk through the door.
Alright.
Does Andromeda eat just cotton balls?
Isn't that kind of like cannibalism since mothballs are a thing?
But
No.
Andromeda does not eat cotton balls.
Because moths eat cotton.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Lunar moth. Don't.
So they don't have a mouth.
Don't ask about that.
Alright. So you guys step into the Dejection Inn.
No. Oh,
Do we
yeah.
immediately down?
Unless like, it's
Hope not.
Because no, it's a dejection. So
No.
That would be rejection.
You guys see, it is a quite big inn. There's probably like half a dozen people in here, and as the door opens, everyone kind of looks at you guys and just stares.
Okay. No
That's
music
it's
or
rude.
nothing?
if you have a problem, I'm sure we can talk it out. If we can, I'd love to figure it out.
Do you see
Um,
any like other races, or is it just all human?
Actually, that is a good question.
Is there a bug?
You
Or are
see,
they all bug?
you see maybe only one or two humans. But what you do see a tabaxi. You see a tabaxi, a halfling, and a dwarf, kind of sitting at one table by themselves. You see a surprisingly a half giant sitting at a table by themselves. You see all sorts of other races. Em, you good?
Yeah. I was laughing at the racist sucker.
Oh my god.
Okay. What was I saying?
You're talking about the races.
Yes. And on the opposite side of the tavern from you guys do see. God damn it. You guys see there's kind of like a bar, and you guys see that the bartender is actually a tiefling.
A tiefling?
A tiefling.
Gang.
It's sort of.
Fun.
Let's go up to the bar. Let's sort of go. What do you get for food?
Well, we have a lot of bug options, but we, considering who is in your party, I feel like I should not serve that to you.
I'll eat a book.
Okay. Before we do that, before I do that, I must ask, are you new?
No, you just never seen me before.
No, we're
Yes,
new.
we're all new. Sorry for my compatriot.
I know I was being sarcastic. Could you not tell? This is my sarcastic voice, and this is my normal voice. Can you not hear the difference?
There's no difference.
I actually can't. It sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, you guys just can't deal my own humor, I guess.
Suppose we both need to work on our humor.
You guys just aren't funny.
dare you
I'm
run?
deeply hurt.
Oh, well, as per the Queen of Rose's orders, as you see him kind of reach underneath the bar, and pull out a book. How many of you guys thought I was gonna say shotgun?
You were gonna say shotgun.
Kind of pulls out a book and he kind of opens it and scrolls through it and says, "You must sign the logbook. The queen wants to know who all is in her land, and if I don't make sure you sign it, then I will get into a lot of trouble. So
Well,
please."
if we don't know how to write.
Then that is fine. Just as long as she has the names of new people.
Does it have to be actual names or nicknames? Cool.
Either one.
I was saying Andromeda isn't the new, but are you saying Bug isn't the real name?
It's not. You know, I could just start calling you Orc.
This one was
Whoa. That's that's uncouth there.
You just go around calling everyone dog.
What? I
You
don't.
just call any green skin at all. Oh, I see it.
Aren't you an Orc? You look like an Orc.
Oh, okay. We all look like I get.
What? Are you a goblin? You're
Oh,
a little bit a goblin.
I can't. She just leaves.
I don't.
I mean, you called me a snake earlier, so I figured it couldn't be serious here.
Wait, is this a sarcastic voice?
No, this is my normal voice.
No, his, not you.
She's got it.
I'm not a snake.
She's like at a table angry. You're looking at him and smash you.
Veiren has signed the book with a big smiley face.
Well, I guess I should ask, where do you plan on settling down? If you need recommendations, I know many nice places to stay.
Yes, that would be nice.
What the fuck are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Did you hear what I said?
Something about spending the night somewhere.
Sorry. That's not at all what I said.
Where do we think we're gonna settle down?
Down? Never.
Oh, you guys are gonna travel around Sorrowland.
No, with a mate.
Oh, you guys are gonna be traveling around Sorrowland. Fair. Well, I guess if you're going to be traveling around this world, you have to settle down in some place. You can only go around the world a couple of times.
Wait. This is the size of a world.
Well, world in quotation marks.
How many countries are in this said world?
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah. I probably used the wrong word. Plane. Maybe. Pocket plane. You can only go around the pocket plane a couple of times before you get bored of it. You don't want to settle down somewhere.
Well, they want to go home, so.
You hear the music stop.
I don't think that was a good choice of words.
You mean you want to leave? Did no one hear my question?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I already answered.
Going to I feel like no one listening, so reinstating myself inside the conversation.
Yeah.
Cook comes back up.
I said, you want to leave?
That would be the plan.
Do you know anything about this world?
Not a lot. Birds can be big. There's a queen. The only exit is between her and Osiris. Of the spirits there at the lake.
Talk to a spider.
Spiders are edible.
They've always been.
Well, that's
Not
not.
to me.
I think you're just a coward. Snake.
Okay.
I am not a snake, but I appreciate you for trying.
Winged snakes.
So,
I don't have wings.
I guess I should ask.
Dragon Man.
I guess I should ask. Did you speak with Asa?
The signpost.
The
Talk to the
catter snake.
creature.
Snake book.
Yes,
Yes.
we've talked to him.
Alright.
Oh, that's why the sign says Asa. The sign's not named Asa.
You see him. You see the guy you see the tiefling take a deep breath, pour himself a drink, pour a drink, and then take a shot of it, and go, kind of shake his head and go, yes, well. I'm sure Asa informed you of currency exchanges.
Yeah, gold for wonders.
Yes. How many wonders did he say?
1 gold equals 4, I
Gave us
believe.
4 wonders.
Yeah.
That cheap motherfucker. Alright, well, by the time you go back, he'll probably be gone, but 1 gold equals 5 wonders. So, don't worry, he shortchanges everyone.
Joke's on
So
him,
is
I
it
didn't
really
give him any
shortchanging
gold.
then? Is it really shortchanging then, or is that just his exchange? Shortchanges him.
Yeah, I guess he just takes a fee.
Maybe. Still not a very nice thing to do to people who, just arrived here. But that's not the point.
Yeah, that's business.
Yeah. I don't really mind. I mean, I'll do the same in his position.
Okay. Anyways. Well then, I guess, in case he didn't say it, welcome to Sorrowland. The Queen of Roses is the ruler here. And once people arrive here, they never want to leave.
Why not?
You see him kind of head nod towards somebody, towards the dwarf, as the dwarf quickly gets off from the table and kind of goes over towards the window and peeks out, and then looks back at the tiefling and gives a thumbs up, and then returns to looking out the window, and he says, as the tiefling goes, well, the queen wants us to say that we choose to stay here, that this place is amazing. It's a wonderful place. The answer is it isn't.
So she just wants some subjects to roll over. So she has that little dwarf pretend to kidnap people. And then we have to sit here and play dress up.
Exactly. The queen has a strong grip over the kingdom. The Queen of Roses, that is. With some of her allies, some of the nobles being her allies, and some of them just being with her through fear. She has a strong grip. And I've never seen anyone that entered leave, other than the Queen of Roses or Osiris.
I hope you didn't write that list too short because you're going to be adding 4 more names.
Yeah, I wouldn't write things in ink.
4. How are Cardi?
How are you doing?
What do you mean?
I know how to count.
I do too. I just have to do it out loud.
I don't know how to roll.
I do.
I barely know how to.
I know how to read.
Most
could
plants
teach
that I
you.
pick up, it's fun. Most plants that I pick up, I smell to know better. How am I smarter than you? I know I'm stupid.
You're not smarter than me. No, obviously. That's the answer.
Moving on from this conversation.
See the guy, the tiefling, anyone looking at the tiefling watches him kind of eyes widen, pour himself another drink and drink it.
You good there, buddy?
You have a very fine establishment, and I believe what you're doing for these people is very nice. If we do need to spend the night someplace, I think yours would be lovely. And maybe looks just scrumptious. Like, does a smile, like a blood-tooth smile. And he's like, now, I heard something about a map.
Yes, but before I give you that, I do have to ask. Does your party actually plan on trying to leave?
Yes.
Yes, but if the queen asks no, right? That's what we're supposed to do?
Yes. The only way that you can leave is, well, I'm sure there is probably more than one way. One of the ways you can leave is you could try and convince the queen to do that, to let you leave. Or you could kill the queen.
We could what?
Kill the people.
Kill her. If the queen is
Try
dead,
to reason first.
if the queen is dead, then
Monarch
everyone here gets to leave.
Why haven't you guys tried that?
Where do you think the rest of our parties are?
Oh. Sorry.
They nods.
Cook. They went on towards the castle to go convince the queen or beat her up.
Died and
They didn't eat them. Most people don't do that part.
They died, but we didn't eat them. We also didn't bury them.
What do you do with the bodies?
We don't do anything with them. The queen takes them.
Does she eat them?
Not sure.
She at least give him a proper burial.
Judging by the spirits walking
We don't know.
around, I doubt it.
Then I think we must intervene.
Yeah, probably.
No one should be forced to suffer what they're going through.
No one should be forced to be stuck in a place as boring as this. People should be able to go out there and experience the true thrill of a big dragonflies.
Exactly.
Oh, trust me.
Okay. I like the big bugs.
I like the big bug. It's nice. Makes me feel a little bigger. Actually, it makes me feel smaller.
if you do plan on either taking on the queen or just talking to her, you'll have to go through some of her allies first. Even if you plan on talking to her, it's the only way. But to do that, you'll need this. As he reaches underneath the bar again and pulls out a map. This map is special. It only lights up the section that you're in. And as he kind of unrolls it, you guys see that there is one section lit up. Prediction result is we get a map.
This is greatly appreciated.
Can I see the map?
Of course, as he kind of slides, like lifts up a bar stool from his side and puts it down so that you can stand on it.
Yeah, he curls up. Okay.
I will say, I have a map I'm currently working on. I have not finished it yet, though. When I am finished with it, I will put it on the roll 20. But for right now, theater of mind.
He just
And you guys-
tells us that.
Yeah, he's like, I have to put this on roll 20. So pretend it's right here. But you guys do see that I'm echoing. You guys do see that basically 4 figures pop up on this map when you guys take it. There is a gnome, a moth, an orc, and a dragonborn. And they are right next to a building that actually also pops up that has a small sign that says Dejection Inn. So it's kind of like a pop-up map. A magical pop-up map. This is where you are. Right here. In case you couldn't tell. I know some of you might have difficulty with that. But if you're going to get talk to the queen, you're going to have to talk to her associates. The lowest one you'll have to talk to is actually in this kingdom. This part of her kingdom, if that makes sense. You'll need to go talk to the Spider Queen.
Spider?
Yes.
That doesn't really bode well for us. We've already kind of got a bad rep with that off the start. Kind of looks over the
It
cook.
wasn't my fault. I was trying to befriend one of them.
We don't have to go see the Spider Queen, right? We could talk to like anyone else, right?
Is there any other?
No, I'm afraid.
You're muted.
I'm not
Dantae.
You're afraid of spiders.
afraid. Mom doesn't feel fear. That was a reaction to make me think I was vulnerable so that I could consume you. Don't fall
Child, if
for
you
it.
feel fear, it's okay. We can go to a different site.
I don't feel fear.
It's okay.
Whether or
If you're
not
in danger,
they feel fear or don't, you will need to talk to the Spider Queen to be able to gain an audience with the next noble. And then with the next, and then with the next. And then you'll be allowed to speak with the queen.
How many nobles are there? And are they all, predators?
No. To be fair, I haven't left this area in many years. The only one I can remember is the Spider Queen. Before I started the souls.
This area.
Yes. Before I started the sin, I was an adventurer that was brought here with my party.
What are the roses? Are they people or are they actual flowers?
Well, actually, before the tiefling can say anything, the dwarf looks back at you guys and goes, "The roses are coming. Hide."
Okay.
As the
Dives under a table.
as the tiefling quickly grabs grabs the logbook and puts underneath, like grabs the map and the logbook and put them back underneath and says, "Hide underneath the tavern now." As he kind of underneath the bar tavern now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm fucking hopping over it. Freaking flipping over.
I don't know
Yeah.
where you can hide, but find somewhere quick. Kind of looks like a cook. And Bo will
I
hop over
I
there.
have space over here. All of you, get over here.
It's a massive lad inbound.
I'm just gonna go.
Veiren, do you stay underneath the table or?
Bar.
Veiren?
I don't know. Wherever I get, like, if I get yeeted, I'm just like, okay, yeah, going behind the bar, I guess.
Okay.
I'm basically standing on top of the bar, so.
Fair.
No.
I just figured out something that made me sad. Actor Michael K. Williams found dead. He's the actor that played Professor
I saw
King.
that. The actor that played Professor King passed away. Well, was found dead. So. But yeah. So,
Moving on.
anyways, moving on to slightly less sad news. You guys all quickly hide, and you guys see that there is a pit that has been dug out underneath the bar that you all fit in easily. As he quickly puts a cover down on his, like, kind of leans down and goes, "Now be very quiet. You'll be able to see out through this." As he kind of taps part of it above you, and you guys can see that there is a magical, like, mirror that kind of lights up. As you guys can see the inside of the tavern, as if you were just sitting there. And you guys watch as the doors open, and quite possibly the most interesting or terrifying thing walks through the door. You see a body. It has legs, it has arms, and it's holding weapons, and it has armor on it. It's about as thin as a string. The arms are thick in places. There are smaller arms sprouting out of it. And it is green. Almost like the stem of a flower. But you continue looking up, and you can see it's wearing armor. It has a sword at its side. But the most terrifying thing is where you look at this thing's head. It is a head with a face in the middle. And sprouting out of it are more faces. Face after face after face after face, all red. Like the flowers on like the petals on a flower. You see all of these eyes on these faces, looking around constantly. And you see that this thing is kind of shambling of sorts. It doesn't look like it's comfortable for it to walk, but it makes no noise as it walks in, and a second one follows. As the first one walks over to the tiefling at the bar, and the second one just stays standing in the doorway. As the first one leans on the bar, and you guys can see even closer now how strange
I'll be right
this
back.
is. Alright, take your time. Like, it looks like someone took a rose, made it life-size, about 5-6 feet tall, somewhere in between there, and gave it a body, and gave it all the ways to use this body, but then mutated it together. Does what I'm describing make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. As it leans on the bar and goes, Silius, we have news there may be new arrivals, and we're wondering if they happen to stumble into your tavern. And you see when this thing speaks, every other word is said by a different mouth on this face with other faces. Each word is said with a different face. And every time each mouth opens, you see row of fangs inside of it. As Silius, who you can assume is the tiefling at the bar, goes, No, I don't believe I've seen anyone new today. I haven't seen anyone new in a long time. Well, just in case, you wouldn't mind if we looked at your logbook now, would you? And you guys see Silius reach under the bar and pull out a slightly different logbook that he places in front of them and goes, As I told the Queen of Roses, I will always make sure anyone who joins says who they are and makes their presence known to her. As you see the rose kind of sneer and grab the book and open it and flip through the pages until it gets to the end where there is no new name. As it kind of just slaps it down with its leaf hand of sorts and goes, Well, I guess that is a good point. But remember, Silius, if anyone does pass through here, make sure they write that little book. Because this whole little tavern, just as easily as the Queen gave it to you in exchange for your life, she can just so easily take it away, just like your life. As you guys see Silius kind of gulp a little bit as he goes, I assure you, that day will never have to come. Now, if you would please leave, you are scaring our customers. As the rose kind of sneers at him again and goes, Have a good day, Silius. as he turns around, and you guys see this guy is probably, this rose is about the width of a rose. So like imagine like an actual rose in front of you. That is how thin this thing is, but human size still tall. Kind of like a Slender Man type of thing. As it kind of turns around and walks past the second one, as the second one kind of looks around, and you guys who are peeking out through this mirror, you watch it kind of lock eyes with the mirror as all of its eyes look at the mirror. And then it walks out. The door closes behind them.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Off of it.
What?
Not at all.
As the tavern keeper, who you guys now know as Silius, comes over and opens it up and helps all of you out.
Why so serious?
Shut up.
Look right at that mirror. If I had an fear in me, I probably my heart probably would have stopped.
It's not just the main centerface
I know.
that looked out. It was all of the eyes at once looked at the mirror. I just watched M just freeze in place as she realized.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you didn't feel anything.
Not at all. You can check my heartbeat right now.
He puts his hand up to your chest.
It's fine now.
It's alright, child. You stayed strong.
I'm always strong, obviously. But
How's everyone?
yeah. You guys a little shaken up? You gonna cry a bit?
No, I'll be alright.
Come on, Chef. You don't have to glare at me. I know even big, burly men cry sometimes.
That is what the roses are.
Pretty, not good looking. I'd say scary, but, you know. Do they eat? What do they like?
The only thing we know about the roses is that the queen somehow takes flora and plant life, such as the roses, and animates them into that, or things similar to that.
Sounds a little druidy, but as a druid, not supposed to look like that.
Everyone, give me a quick history or arcana check, whichever's higher.
And also, Cook will look over at O and just go like,
Let's not more shows. That's fine.
I got an 11.
15, 11.
I got an 11.
All right. Even with your low rolls, Andromeda and DeCook, you guys know this isn't a form of magic that exists. And Andromeda, you know this. Oh, you know this better than anyone. You can't take a flower and animate it into that. You can't give it the ability to have half human body parts, half plant parts. To have a head like that, it's something of nightmares. You guys know of no magic that can do this. And that's for all of you.
I don't have magic in general.
Cook, you're thinking, you've seen a lot of magic when you worked in the kitchen. You've never seen this type of magic. And you've seen a lot of magic.
I don't need to understand it to let it happen. I don't need to understand it to kill it.
Do you think you could even eat that?
I don't think
It tastes like eating a rose, but you can't eat anything.
Well, do you think the head tastes like a rose?
I think we're warm
Do you think the head tastes like a rose?
I think your friend is right when you say you're worried about the wrong things. As Silius takes the map back out and hands it to you guys.
Rose are really worrying about anything.
Oh, we'll take the map and put it in this bag.
Alright. JJ, could you please mark that you have the map?
Okay. Map.
It's a map, it's a map, it's a map.
It's
Stop.
Anyways. Silius kind of looks at you all and goes, that might make it a bit easier for you all to get to your next place without any difficulty. The roses have a way of initiating people into this world that might be best if you can avoid. Good answers, guys.
sorry.
Let's bed down here for the night. We can find the spider queen later.
Yeah. Good night's rest. Oh, does everyone good?
How much is it for a night?
On the house tonight.
It's mighty generous.
Very.
Let me cook for you sometime.
He's a good chef. That's why we call him Cook.
Tonight, let me be the chef for you guys. As he will bring you guys out food. Oh, he makes sure to give you plenty of vegetarian options to pick from.
Bog. Representation.
Andromeda.
Doesn't even cater to my bug taste.
I was gonna say Andromeda. There are nothing bug-like mentioned to you. Cook, you have basically free range on the menu. Same with Varen. Give me rice.
Rice. Give me rice.
He gives you rice and veggies.
Anything. All people food tastes the same.
I'm not even a human, and that sounds bad.
What?
That's like saying all leaves taste the same.
Maybe they do. How would you know?
I've eaten quite a few leaves.
It's like saying what?
That's me saying all bugs taste the same.
No, I don't know. I don't usually dine on bugs.
It does. It's a large variety.
Okay, there's a large variety of food that is very interesting and palatable. Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll never have you disrespecting food again. Not around.
Okay. Okay, big guy.
Andromeda, you're pretty sure that Dakuk could crush you with his bare hands without breaking a sweat.
I know.
Oh, you want him to do that? Alright, I get it.
No.
Kinky motherfucker.
No.
I'm gonna pull up on your wings.
I do not like y'all bullying my bug just because.
It's
The
easy.
booty shorts have nothing to do about it.
You only fight using kicks too.
The mussy.
I fucking hate that. But yeah, you guys eat. You guys are given rooms, and you guys are able to settle down for the night.
We did it. We slept.
And that will be where we end tonight's session. Because I don't have anything else prepared yet. But yeah.
Ooh, we survived session 1.
So, guys, when are we gonna do Curse of Straw again?
Oh god. I like how
I don't know how to draw robots yet.
I had the characters ready and everything. Yeah, we did this first.
I think
guys
the
said you
cook
wanted
would
to.
be good friends with my character.
I don't know. I'm saying that I hate this. I love this.
Okay.
I like Andromeda. Even though I'm starting to realize she's much like a dumber and more obnoxious Phoebe.
Alright, well,
Oh
what do
no.
you guys think of the campaign so far?
I like it a lot. I was expecting someone else to talk first, but
I'm
I
about
didn't hear it at first, but I think it.
berries and cream.
I'm a little lad who likes berries and cream.
What do you
It's very nice.
What do you guys think of the descriptions of the roses?
I hate it.
Very intriguing, that's for sure.
I'm tempted to just walk up to one and just like the thin like stem part, so they just dunk and fold over.
You better scream like an egg before you get full like an omelet.
Just head at.
Alright. Well, I do what to thank. I would like to thank all my players for being here tonight. So thank you, Pyro, M,
You're not
JJ,
welcome.
and Dantae.
You're very welcome.
And of course, thank you, chat, for being here as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. and the Natural
You're the
Wonders.
real
The Natural Wonders will be back at a later date with more of the Misadventures of Sorrowland.
Not if I die first.
Hello?
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
We're just defending.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have
Dang.
anything else prepared. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And
That's
again,
alright.
thank you so much, Naomi Boo for the follow, Taco Chef for the follow, and Haas for the follow. All
Hi,
of you guys,
friends.
welcome to the apocalypse.
Maybe a good chef, but I'm the cook.
That is my social
Not
stuff.
cool, dude.
This is the link to my Discord. But yeah. You guys all have a fantastic night. Good luck out there in the apocalypse. And I will catch you guys all later. Let's go give a raid to my friend Aspire. Because they are currently live with their mental health Mondays with their boyf. So we're gonna go boyfriend.
Guess I'm too old now.
Right.
Alright, but all of you guys have a fantastic night. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.